Magnificent to be here. As you know, LGBT Alliance is non-party political, and every year we apply to have a stand at each of the major political parties, and unfortunately every year we have thus far only been allowed to have a stand at the Conservative Party conference. And it's really unfortunate because we know that many past and present Labour Party members, including very senior members of the Labour Party, agree with us. And the reason that the slogan for today is Labour be braver is that we know that they know that what we are saying is true, but they don't dare to say so. And the reason they don't dare to say so is that the Labour Party leadership has not given the right leadership in order to make them feel confident to speak out. So they do need to be braver, and in particular we need to call on the Labour Party leadership to be braver. Now, I'm particularly happy to be here today. I have a lifetime of fighting for progressive causes, right back from gay liberation, to fighting for anti-apartheid, fighting for abortion rights, and so on and so forth, for refugee rights. And now I am called a right-wing bigot because I know that sex is important, that it matters, that it exists, and I know what homosexuality is. Let's all remember, when people call you names, it's because they have no arguments of substance to make. It is not left-wing or right-wing to know what homosexuality is. It simply is the truth. And we will carry on saying that. Now, lesbianism is homosexuality among women. But because we've seen this extraordinary perversion of language, we now understand that lesbians must be inclusive. This word inclusive has been mangled beyond recognition. It presumably was invented as a word to mean that everybody must feel included. Let's get everybody together. And it now means the opposite. I'm sure you've all been watching the case of Jenny Watson, who's been trying to run lesbian events, speed dating events at which lesbians can meet each other and have fun. And yesterday, again, she was met with horrible protests, people who tried to disrupt her event and call her names. And she's been receiving the most vile death threats, rape threats, just appalling. She was sent a message with a noose. A noose. And these people think they are left-wing, progressive. No, it is the opposite. It's a tyranny of a group of people who have nothing to do with traditional Labour values. Those who want to be kind to men who have a deep-seated belief that they are women are being unkind to women in prisons. They are being unkind to women in sport. They're being unkind to all women who need and deserve single-sex services and spaces, and they are being particularly unkind to lesbians wherever they are. We will not stand for it. Apologise for focusing on lesbians. Even Dennis focused on lesbians because it is lesbians who have suffered the brunt of the genderist takeover of what was once the gay rights movement. We will take it back. We are taking it back. LGBT Alliance is the only homosexual charity. The charity that stands for people with same-sex sexual orientation. I use this long phrase because people have tried to redefine what it means to be gay and lesbian, and I want to make it clear. Same-sex sexual orientation exists, and it isn't about gender. It's got nothing to do with whether somebody identifies as this or that. Homosexuality exists, and we will defend it. And as a charity, we were attacked by mermaids. Mermaids wanted us removed from the charity register because precisely we stand up for homosexuals, for gays and lesbians. And it is astonishing where Paul Roberts, as a witness, Paul Roberts, who mainly became known as I'm not an expert, Robert, explained why LGBT Alliance was not allowed to join his organisation, LGBT Consortium. He explained that it is transphobic to say that a person with a female body cannot be a gay man. Now, perhaps I just have to repeat that. It is transphobic to say that a person with a female body, otherwise known as a woman, cannot be a gay man. And that's why we were refused admission, because we are supposedly transphobic for knowing what a gay man is. And it is not a woman who imagines that she is, or for whatever reason, wants to be, has a deep-seated belief that she wants to be a woman. One person can always make a difference. We will not allow homosexuality to become, as our great counsel, legal counsel Karen Monaghan said during the trial, the love that dare not speak its name. We will not allow that to happen. We will stand up for our rights everywhere. One person can make a difference. Some of you know about the Jockey Carter Principles, this weird activist treatise that was drawn up by a number of people, first in 2006 and then again in more extreme form in 2017. Our great trustee, Professor Robert Winterboot, was one of the signatories to the Jockey Carter Principles in 2006, and he later realised that no one in the room had pointed out what it would mean for women's rights and for LGBT rights. No one was there to say it. I said to Rob the other day, would it have made a difference if I had been there, or another lesbian had been there? And he said, yes, it would have made a great difference. So always remember that one person can make a difference. Each one of you can make a huge difference. Let's all encourage Labour to be braver.